Overall, my nails do hold up well with peel off gel, but there's been a couple casualties because I have lifting on my pointer finger and a little chunk missing on my thumb. Because you really shouldn't use your nails to open things, then proceed to pick at it later. But I digress. Speaking of peel off base though, if you're unfamiliar with the little red bottle that I generally use, this is the remover that's supposed to be used with it, and despite it looking like cuticle oil, it's not. Basically solvent, which breaks down the adhesive that sits between the gel and your nail. But that's not what I wanted to tell you. What I wanted to tell you is, did you know that you're actually supposed to wait between when you put this on and when you take your gel polish off? I've always just applied it and then gone right in with the cuticle pusher, which is probably fine because it works, but I'm going to show you the difference later. And I'm also going to show you what your nails actually look like after using products like these, because remember, there's pros and cons to everything. Despite this product not being an oil, because it also contains water, it hydrates the nail, which makes the appearance look nice and healthy, right? But when you remove that product and dehydrate the nail a little bit, you get more information. And overall, my nails do look pretty good. But have they been disturbed? Yes, which you can tell from these areas. Unlike the chalking that I showed you in the last video, this is lifting. Because sometimes the adhesion is just so good that nail enhancements like gel or acrylic can either disturb the nail or take some of the nail with it when you remove it. Because remember, your nail plate is not a solid mass. Just like your skin, it's kind of like tree bark. So it's just layers upon layers upon layers. So that's why you should never let a nail tech pop or lift your nails off when they should be soaking them off. Obviously though, this case is a little bit different because that's what this product is designed to do. But thankfully, my nail isn't damaged because I checked. There's no nail plate that's actually missing, it's just lifted. So how do we remedy that? This is why I always advocate for oil, because it doesn't just benefit the cuticle and the surrounding skin, your nails need it too. Just like with our skin, it helps hold moisture in, and most importantly, it helps bond those layers of keratin so your nail plate is stronger, almost like gluing them together, but no glue. Strong nails aren't hard. They're firm but flexible. Hard nails are dehydrated and brittle, so that's why they break so easily. No layers of my nail have been torn off, which I can tell because the nail is not thinner. In fact, when I press it, the fridge is still really strong and it has the same thickness as it usually does. I've been told that using powder before using your cuticle bits is like life-changing, but I keep forgetting to do that. And I really wanted to expand on this design, but I've had to do more minimal looks because essentially I've been reteaching myself how to do my nails after not using gel for so long. Just this took me a solid 3 hours, but you know what? That's okay, because at the end of the day, I ain't never got to worry about a hey boo text. If you are a reliable professional, number one, start putting your city in your bio because I'm tired. I've been trying to get braids since last summer. And number two, I don't want to have to DM you about scheduling. Because if you were using Squarespace, not only could you be booking appointments in your sleep, better yet, you'd be practicing your craft instead of managing your calendar. Like if I didn't have tools to assist with admin, I'd cry. Because anything that doesn't involve exploring creativity is boring. So it's either delegate or make it a game. And I'd much rather use an aid than try making adulting fun. So that's why I appreciate features like BioSite and templates, which allow me to just insert the pertinent information, but the design and the formatting is done for me. For example, the newsletter, which is already beautiful, which, by the way, I'm happy to report the site is back up and running. In fact, if you already signed up, you probably received the welcome newsletter in your inbox. So if you haven't already signed up for Squarespace, what you waiting for? I've been telling you this since way back when. If you want to try it out, you get a discount with abetweene, or just go ahead and go to squarespace.com/abetweene. Since I know you want to see more hair care, we're going to start in the shower. But I realized two things recently. One, I had an epiphany that I actually hate washing my hair like this. I actually switched to in shower because my hair was getting so long that I thought that it would be easier. Well, it's not. In fact, do you want to know how I came to that determination? This is the second time I've noticed this patch in the front of my head. So I've deduced that no matter how heavy my hair is, washing it upside down is much more efficient at rinsing the entirety of my scalp and hair. And the bonus is that there's no risk of leaving any product residue on your body. Not to mention, why am I even grouping these activities together? Like, cleaning my body and doing my hair take entirely too much energy independently, that those two things need to be separate of each other by several hours, if not days. And the second thing is that I've only shared my clarifying wash routine. So this is my moisture routine, which is for when there isn't any apparent buildup or I've recently clarified it. So here I'm using the Tap at the Brown moisturizing shampoo and my favorite deep conditioner. And I'm letting the warmth from the shower kind of help that penetrate, but I would love an actual hair steamer. Actually, you know what? There's three things. I've always known that this part of my hair was low porosity, while other parts of my hair are probably normal. But I'm starting to think that at least some of it might actually be high porosity. Because while it will drink up water and it doesn't take long for it to do that, it also seems to dissipate pretty quickly. And basically that's characteristic of high porosity because the cuticle is always lifted, meaning it's open, it takes in the water, but because it stays open, it also leaves almost as quickly as it absorbs. But with the right regimen, products, you're able to close the cuticle and keep hydration in. I'm not really sure, but it's a thought. I have to deep dive into it later, but if anyone has any thoughts, please do share. Oh, and because I didn't share how I did the front of my head in my 3-strand twist tutorial, this is how I did my flat twist. I probably could explain it if I tried, but my brain hurts right now, so I'm gonna just need you to listen with your eyes. Now, I know I don't sugar my face very often, but for details lately, I've been using the metal version of my orange wood stick. It's been about 2 or 3 months since I sugared my upper lip because it's not a regular thing for me, but I wanted you to see how my hair looks. Since I'm often asked if the hair will grow back thicker, the hair has grown back exactly the same. Bella's hair is finer and it typically grows shorter, and it can be found not just on your face but on other areas of your body as well. For example, I still have vellus hair on my thighs, so that's why you only ever see me sugaring my lower legs. And if you have coarse facial hair, the same is still true. It won't grow back thicker. However, in that case, it may actually grow back thinner because when you persistently wax, it weakens the hair follicle, which in turn seems to weaken the hair strand as well. When you stay on schedule, it's almost as if you're not giving the body enough time to recuperate or cycle through the normal lifespan of the hair, because yes, you do shed body hair too, just like the hair on your head. The reason that vellus hair isn't affected though is because the growth cycle is different to that of terminal hair. And if you're like, okay, but what's the difference? Hormones. Once you go through puberty, nothing is the same. I don't need to touch up my brows for real because this is the only place on my body that I seem to virtually grow almost nothing. My head, hip length. My brow bone, bald headed. Make it make sense. If you actually have brows though, your routine might look a little something like this. The slanted side will give you the precision that you need to apply in a straight line underneath the brow or above, while also applying enough product and pressure to spread the sugar thinly. And if you need to, you can turn it around to the pointed end to isolate individual hair strands, either pushing them farther into the wax or away from it. I am taking the ends of my brows off because I feel like the tails just drag down the look of the brow more than anything. Especially because when it's gone, you notice how straight my brows are naturally. And if it doesn't right now, it'll make more sense when I get to the other. It don't even look related to the other brow, let alone a sister or a twin. I know they still look crazy now, but when I fill them in, they make sense.